I'm going to go back to that intro. I like that one. It was so well done. The beat was good. Anybody else notice? Probably not. Lori, you're here. Hello, Lori. Welcome in. I turned my light. Didn't turn my light on. It's another Behind the Scenes with Nick and Kristen live on the radio. We're here on the YouTube streaming for the masses. How's everybody doing today? Today is Trash Talk Thursday, so we're going to be talking some smack. Oh, you move the camera? Smart. Mm-hmm. Kristen is here, but she's getting her makeup on. So happy early anniversary, Nikki Kristen. We got like a month, but thank you. Let's talk trash those who are not here. Yeah. Who should be here that isn't here? Jess? Florida loving Jess? Who else should be here? Teresa's not here yet. Talk smack about Teresa. Hallmark sucks. It's just a money grab. Lori. Do we bowl this Sunday, Lori? I had somebody call me. Dottie calls me now all the time. I don't know if you know Dottie. She calls me all the time now. She called me. She's like, "Are we bowling this Sunday?" I was like, "That's a good question. Are we bowling this Sunday, Lori?" I'm not sure. We skipped a couple of weeks, but now we're I don't know. So let me know. August 20th is your radio anniversary. That's true. How the hell do you remember that? What's today? Today's the 17th? 18th, 19th, 20th. So Sunday will be our, let's see, 2012 is when it started. So our 11th anniversary on the air as a morning show. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Yeah. You can still talk. You know.
No, I know. I'm just busy.
No, we don't bowl this Sunday. All right, well, I'm going bowling then at some point without you. Without all y'alls.
Not this Sunday, you're not.
Not this. Why not?
Because you need to help clean the house for your mom arrival.
Nah, it should be fine. Not till next Sunday. Well, I won't be here next Sunday. Oh, I will be. But that's fine. Okay. Lame. I wanted a bowl. I think my shoulder's feeling good again. Ready to go suck. And never recapture the last moments of bowling I had 3 weeks ago. I should just go out on top, but that's probably not going to happen. So just going to try and make. Those who get there early get to learn stuff. Those who want to arrive late don't learn shit. So there's a theme park in Chennai, India called MGM Disney World. It's not affiliated with Disney or Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. It's owned by MG Mutha Group, an Indian conglomerate. All right.
Is that it?
I guess.
Okay,
MGM
cool.
Disney World.
Just because both of those names kind of sound familiar.
I guess, yeah. Cool. A bee would only need 2 tablespoons of honey to have enough energy to fly all the way around the world. Wow. Holy crap. That feels like Lily.
And seriously.
2 tablespoons. And she's off to the races. Let's see. In the 1930s, playing card companies tried to add a 5th suit of cards, the Eagle. But it didn't catch on. And the decks with the Eagle cards were gone by the 1950s. Interesting. Clubs. Why would the Eagle be there? That's stupid.
That makes
Clubs,
no sense.
Spades, diamonds, hearts, and eagles.
Yeah, it should be the rectangle or like the square or something.
Yeah, let's see. What would my 5th suit be? Spades. You have diamonds. You have hearts. What's another?
I would probably do
clubs,
a crown.
A crown of some sort?
Yeah, because it's all about like royalty anyways.
It's possible.
Eagle. No wonder it didn't catch on.
Yeah, it's stupid. Even though it seems unbelievable, Washington is the only state that's named after a president. Here we are. As far away as you can get from D.C. Named it after the president. When Disneyland opened in 1955, the Tomorrowland area was designed to look like a year in the distant future, 1986. Does it look like 1986 now?
No, I mean, they've updated it since then, but it definitely doesn't look futuristic.
Yeah, like it's got the Jetsons kind of bubbles, like from that first part. But yeah, it's fine. You ready to be on camera?
Sure.
Hello, Miss Flowers.
Hello.
Everybody, welcome Kristen.
Hi.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, man.
Good morning, everyone.
Keep trying, Catherine. Somebody will listen to you eventually.
Yeah, nobody. We're gonna be done.
It's all right, you guys. I've shown.
Look, I mean,
you've told us loud and clear.
Loud and clear. We're done with the stream, so enjoy it for the next couple of streams. And starting September, when we get back from our vacation after Labor Day, the 5th, we will just be streaming on Fridays. The decision has been made.
Done.
So enjoy it while it lasts.
So we're here. We're hanging. Just having fun.
Unless all of a sudden there's an influx of like hundreds of people that start coming in going, I must have this more of the show.
If I can get 30 people to watch every day, that would be
30 is enough.
That would be enough to keep me for another month.
That's true. But it's 4. So good morning, Lori.
Currently 5. Good morning. That's your cousin? Who's your cousin? Washington, D.C.? George Washington?
Yeah. You're a cousin of George Washington?
I feel like we're all... no, we're all related to Thomas Jefferson, right?
Jefferson. I know, Catherine. I'm sorry. It's not catching on. Let's be honest.
Lori's busy.
Like, even the regulars that we have, like Teresa and stuff like that, they're not even on here.
They're busy.
Everybody's
busy now.
Done.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It was a Wolfpack for life still. We're going to have Wolfpack meetups.
We're still going to do it every Friday.
Yeah.
It's just now it'll be a little bit more something to look forward to, and it'll be fine.
Well, you set aside time for us once a week.
Exactly.
Exactly.
George Washington. Okay, that's your cousin.
Good old Jorge Washington.
I am related to absolutely nobody famous.
Not that I know of, no.
No one famous.
I have been a peasant my whole existence.
Exactly. We've been a farming family for way, way back.
Nothing but regulars. Good old regulars.
Typical.
Yeah. You have any trash to talk today? It is Trash Talk Thursday.
Not particularly, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have a lots to do, but other than that, that seems like just like a day that ends in Y.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm all right. What about you? What's your trash?
I'm sure I'll think of something. Huh?
I said I'm sure I'll think of something.
I could talk a little trash about it's not gonna be relatable, but it's trash nonetheless. I wish these record labels would understand just the tiniest bit of video knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, I've asked for a video recently from an artist that we're going to be doing for our pop-up concerts. And I got it yesterday. And it is, first of all, I knew the first problem. It was 1.7 megabytes was the size of the file.
What's it supposed to be?
So a video file, minimum, it's 15 seconds. Minimum, if decent quality, should be 30 megabytes. Like, you shouldn't be able to send it in an email because it's too big for an email. You have to attach it to like a drive,
right,
and send me the link.
Good morning, Colleen.
So when it got 1.7 megabytes, the average song is 3 megabytes. Yeah. So if this is video, it's small and it's going to be grainy as shit.
Yeah.
They want it for television. Like, it'd probably work.
Hello, Ginger.
It'll work for social. I could probably make it work for social. You blow it up. It'll be a little blurry. I could kind of sharpen it a little bit, and it'll be like this big. But if they want it on TV, they have to blow it up to 1920 by 1080, which is 3 times bigger than the version they send me, which I don't know if you've ever zoomed in on a photo.
Good morning, Kathy.
That's exactly what happens with video.
Look at that lovely picture.
Look at that lovely picture. And so they send it. They're off-center. The audio's not great, better than most.
Hi, Jess.
It's on a tripod, so thank God. But it's this big. So, like, I've asked for the bigger file, and then nobody ever gets back to me when I ask for the bigger file for some reason.
Well, because it makes them work more.
I know, but like
they have to do it again.
I've asked them. I'm like, hey, can you send me the original version of this? There's no way you shot this on your phone and it's only 1.7 megabytes. Like, if you have any phone ever, other than the Motorola like flip phone,
right?
This should be a decent size. Drop it into like a Google Drive, a Dropbox, anything. Send me the link because it's gonna look like shit.
Yeah.
And then I send it to them, and they go, "This looks like shit." And I go, "I know, but you didn't give me the file." Then they go, "Oh, let me find it." Then they send it. The due date's 3 days past, and I'm like, "Bro, I done did this shit. I'm not doing it again."
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry. So is that what you're going through now? Like,
yes.
So are you in a hold waiting for a new video?
I'm gonna put it together, and like I did it already with the last one. Nobody had a problem with that one, but like it's gonna look like shit, and they're gonna want it has to be 1920 by 1080 in order for it to be on television.
Yeah.
So it's not like I can send them a smaller version and they can blow it up.
Right.
I have to blow it up, myself, and so like it's gonna look like shit.
Sorry.
And then like it just reflects on me.
Yeah, because
like, why does this look like shit and all grainy? It's like, well, I didn't shoot the damn video.
Right.
You shot the video. It looks grainy. Same with the bigger version.
Yeah.
But like yesterday, I was replying all to these guys, and like his name's Johnny. He works for us. Replies back all the time.
Yeah.
Instantly. He's the one that I can rely on. Send him back like, hey, can I get the bigger file of this? I haven't fucking heard anything.
Yeah, because they don't have an answer for you
Just
because
say,
they don't
I don't
know
have it.
exactly. But
I've asked you.
It's
like,
one of those things where it's like, well, I'll look at it, I'll try to find it, and then they forget, and then it's you know.
And then it's like, oh, it's due tomorrow. And I go, oh, did you send me the video? And they go, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened before this yesterday.
Yeah.
They're like, so when can we expect that video? I was like, what fucking video? I didn't get anything.
Right.
They're like, oh, we didn't put you on we didn't attach you on the email when they sent it over. I was like, well, I'm the one making it. You might want to send it to me at least.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Teresa. Oh my gosh.
It's like I just want everyone to understand just the little basics of video. That's it.
Yeah.
That would help.
It's tough.
Tremendously. Yeah, I know.
It's tough.
But if I teach everybody
to do something that they like have no interest or idea on how to do.
But if I teach everybody, then I'm out of a job. So
right, exactly.
It's like, all right, well, I just got to deal with your dumbassness. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Trash Talk Thursday. Grr, mosquitoes suck. They had a feast on me and the boys.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Morning from the east
side. Hot spoon. That's what I've heard.
What is it? Oh, on the mosquitoes?
Yeah, you're supposed to warm up a spoon till it's hot. And then you put it on the mosquito bite, and at least it'll stop it from itching. That's what I've heard.
Okay,
it doesn't have to be on fire.
Too. Yeah, ice. Put ice on it.
But I'm just saying, like, it's supposed to be cool.
Yeah. So any trash talk on your end? So when shooting video, hold the phone vertically, right? Not necessarily anymore. It's different.
It's because what are you filming it for? TikTok, or are you doing it for television?
What do you exactly like? I want it on TV, and so this will not work on TV. It needs to be like this. So, but
you want it on
TikTok?
social media?
This.
Turn it like this.
Yeah. Where are we posting it?
Yeah.
It's all very, and then like there's settings on your phone that are easy to adjust. Like if you're sending over 480p, like you're trapped in 1994, upgrade to at least 1080. Like at least. Because if you're wondering why, like, this camera takes shitty pictures of videos. It's like, you just push the wrong button. Push the other button. I was being facetious. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like you're being a dick. So our stuff is still in Oregon.
Oh, is it still? Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Who else didn't listen to me?
Well,
what? There was AJ didn't listen to me.
What, when it came to moving stuff?
When it came to moving, yeah. I was like, brah.
But like, what do you want people to do? I mean, a lot. I guess I know, but like, not a lot of people want to rent a giant U-Haul and drive it across the country. It feels uncomfortable. You don't know how to drive it and stuff like that. Like, you're kind of at the mercy of movers, but they're the worst because like your stuff, they're waiting for somebody else in Florida before you get your stuff.
Or on the way.
You have to read the contracts really good because they take your stuff and then they empty it out and put it on a warehouse. Like, your stuff's not even on the truck.
Yeah.
It's in a warehouse somewhere. And then when like something along the way or something in Florida, then they'll put your stuff on the truck.
Yeah. When they can fill the truck, they'll leave.
It's crazy.
It's a bitch.
Cross-country movers suck. I know. Trust me. We've had to do it several times, and it's the worst.
We did it twice, and that's the last time we'll do it.
Yeah, most of the time, like, well, I will preface it by saying, like, I was by myself and poor and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I just sold everything that I could.
That helps, yeah.
And, like, fit everything I could into a U-Haul trailer and then drove across country. That's how I did it when I moved to Texas. And then when I was in Texas, I sold all of that stuff and basically moved to Indiana, you know?
Yep.
And then just like save up and buy new stuff.
Yeah, like if we ever move here, I don't think we're taking any of this shit with us.
Probably not, you know, because all of our stuff's pretty old and we couldn't even do a yard sale and make money off of it. So, you know, it makes sense. Yep, they wait for the full trailer in destination.
Okay, he wrote me back just now.
Who?
Johnny.
Oh, he heard you. And he's like, how dare you talk about me on the stream? I don't really have any trash to talk, other than Nick didn't put more toilet paper on the bathroom. And I'm noticing this is a trend with him. So when he leaves the amount of toilet paper that's stuck on the roll,
yeah,
and he leaves it, and I feel like he goes, oh, there's still toilet paper on it, but there's only like 4 squares and they're stuck. So when you try to peel it off, it shreds.
I don't. I just forget.
Okay.
I don't think that's enough toilet paper.
But why is it still on why don't you throw away the roll? Because at that point, like.
At least you can see there's no roll.
Yes.
There. It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Okay. Look, I'm not innocent. I'm not like I'm at fault here too. I do that sometimes because I go, I'm gonna, law enforcement is involved. I air tagged multiple items. We didn't have these issues last time. I'll never do it again. Flip side, we've been blessed with Sotheby's accommodations on the water. Okay, good.
Ooh, good old Sotheby's. 3 big IKEA bags packed. Target pickup. New York order placed. Amazon order to hotel placed.
Oh my gosh, 2 days.
2 days. My God.
Oh my gosh. So what's going through Kenzie's mind at this point? Is she excited? Is she terrified? Both? I'm assuming both, obviously. How could you not be? Same with Mark. I have to replace the roll every time. It's exhausting, Kathy.
Yeah, I go in there a lot with that. There's someone that uses a lot of toilet paper.
I do.
I know.
I use a lot of toilet paper and paper towels. And you know what? I pay for half the things in this house, so sue me.
I'm just saying environmental wise. And like we wouldn't burn
down.
through all this. Yeah.
It biodegrades.
Okay. It does.
It's my one vice in life.
I don't
do anything. Yeah, so like.
So when I go in there and I poop, and I put a new roll in, and then the next time I poop, which is the next day, I have to put a new roll in. I go, why don't I just leave all the rolls up here?
Why don't you?
I don't know. Why don't we? We have them. We used to bring them upstairs.
I know we used to. I don't know why we didn't.
Because then there's the downstairs bathroom that never has any.
I know. I always try to put a roll in the cabinet.
Yeah.
And then put the whole rest up. All of the above. She's trying to figure out how to pack up her life for four. She is trying to figure how to pack up her life for 4 months.
Or she's been trying to figure out.
She's been trying to do that. Yeah. So how's going with the boyfriend?
Oh yeah, the boyfriend.
So like,
thing.
What's new with that?
Ew, Kristen seems the toilet paper issues have followed you from work, Billy.
No joke.
What toilet paper? Oh,
there was always nothing. Like there was always nothing in the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Well, this is work now, so I guess it's.
I brought it in so you'd feel more like you go to an office.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I know. Yeah, it's yeah.
It's fine. It's TP.
It's fine. It's just hard when you're trying to.
Hover.
What do you want me to do
or just
afterwards?
Like waddle.
It's not sitting on the toilet. That's the problem.
We need like a little storage area. There's nowhere to put it. That's probably why.
Yeah,
like even if we did, it would still be
tiny space.
We got a little thing over the back of the toilet.
Oh gosh.
One of those little like shelvesy things. We used to have one in San Francisco.
Yeah, I know.
We should get one. They were nice. That's where all the toilet paper went. Then I was never without ass wipe.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in every bathroom. A little ass wipe counter. Table. And, the ass wipe table's full or empty. We got to fill it up again. We should. I don't even know where to buy one of those things.
I guess Google it.
When we redo the bathroom, we'll have to.
We have 2 rolls above the toilet in the cabinet. I fill the sink with toilet paper in both bathrooms under the sink. Yeah.
Our sink is like 5 feet away. Like it's like there's the sink and then there's like the next room is the bathroom. So it's like they're separated.
Yeah.
So like you still have to like.
Yeah, the toilet's like in a different area.
Gotta hover.
I have a rack on side of toilet tank. It holds 2 extra rolls.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, we have that little stand you can put with like stack the rolls.
It's true. It's just that it's a very tiny place.
It is very tiny.
So like there isn't a lot of room to be adding things extra.
Well, I know
we have to go up as opposed to out.
I know what I'm getting you for your anniversary.
Is it clay or bronze?
A bronze toilet paper holder.
I will leave you. Like if that's your present to me on our anniversary.
Just one of many.
No.
I'm fixing a problem. That should be a great gift.
No, a gift is not a fixing of a problem.
I know, but the gift is you no longer have to worry. You no longer have to worry about this. I've fixed it.
Number 1, moving sucks. Number 2, becoming an empty nester sucks. Being without toilet paper sucks.
Trash Talk Thursday.
I know. Our issues are very small in comparison, but that doesn't mean they don't matter, Jess.
I sure wish these guys around here would change the TP roll, but no, they're too lazy, and everything is right in front of them.
Okay, so what we're learning here is that guys don't change the toilet paper roll.
That's what I mean.
Mark doesn't do it. Nick doesn't do it. Ginger's husband doesn't do it.
About the dude wipes, but not for what they are intended for, refreshing when you're sweating your butt off.
What's dude wipe?
You use butt wipes on your armpits? On your face? That's how our bathroom is. That's why we have a cabinet above the toilet.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so we got to get that little like fancy cabinet that gives it some flavor in there.
I want to redo the kitchen, or I want to redo that bathroom. I have ideas for it, but
who knows what the hell that's gonna happen?
I know, it's just
like
never gonna happen.
when we move, by the time we move out, whenever that be, hopefully we'll have redone all the things we want to redo because then we can sell it for more.
Yeah,
But most likely, since it's the first house, we don't really. I don't know. Is it the first house you do all the crazy stuff to, and then
No,
the
not
second house you
really.
buy all the stuff that already came that way?
No, like a lot of people, like the first house is just like the starter house.
Yeah,
Like it's saving, it's learning to be a person in that house. And normally like the second house or like your retirement house or whatever becomes the place where it's
you
like you have the
DIY.
nice furniture and you're able to redo the kitchen and stuff because you're more settled in life.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got started later in life.
So when
So,
we're
like
70, we're
some
gonna get whatever we
people in
want.
their 40s have that house now because they have
That's the second house, yeah,
the extra money to redo things.
because they bought their first house in their 20s,
Right.
because that's a thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't happen now, but
Yeah.
like, there's some people that have had that done. But like, I imagine the home remodeling industry has kind of taken a backside. I think DIY has become more popular than ever. I think
I'm
Home
sure,
Depot is
yeah.
probably making a lot of money, but like the companies that you would hire to like bring that do the laminate flooring,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like, I'm sure that it's still happening.
Yeah, because there's
But-
definitely not people that don't want to DIY. Like I looked at our bathroom. I'm like, I could probably do this. Like over time, I can make this good. Like together as a team, we could probably replace the floor. I'm like, I've done enough crazy, stupid crap that I can do this. But then it gets to the point where like, I don't want to.
No, I don't want to either. And that's the thing is I have everything I need to do this.
Yeah.
I have everything I need. I have the flooring. I have the waterproof kit. I have everything that I need to do that floor.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want to do it. I don't feel comfortable knowing how to do it, and I don't have a lot of time to do it because what happens is I have enough time to rip up the laminate,
Yeah.
and then I don't have another break until the next day. And so it's like, do I want to live like that? Or, what would be great is to hire like 5 or 6 people to come over, get it done while I'm downstairs with Lily
Yeah.
and stuff like that's ideal. But like,
Well, I think we could probably find a couple people to do it. Like we can go and be like, hey, I need 3 people that know how to do this,
yeah,
and then bring them over, and it'd probably take 2 days. Like they pull
I
it
don't
up.
even think it would.
Maybe depending on
In
the
our
drying,
bathroom, it would be super simple.
depending on the drying process. Like it might have to sit for a day or whatever. But like, yeah, I bet they could get it done. We need a cutter because they don't have like the equipment.
I have all that.
You have a cutter?
I have
Like
a
you
saw.
cut the tile or whatever?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
not tile. It's like laminate. So like
Yeah.
I have a saw. I have everything.
We could
I
probably
have
get
a
it
box
done.
full of tools I've never even opened.
Probably get it done for like $500.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But then it's like I don't know these people.
Yeah.
They're not licensed.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
Like-
warranty on it. Like,
Right, like sorry, I'm having a little bit of an earache right now. It's like could I do just as good of a job?
No.
And
They're
also
they're very skilled most of the time at
Yeah.
all things, and they've probably done this. And you can specify what you're getting done, and they'll go, oh well, these guys can do that kind
yeah.
of thing. There's usually a main guy you talk to. By the way, we're talking about Home Depot. You can go
Are
to
you
Home
talking
Depot.
about people that
Home
wait
Depot
outside
and Lowe's.
the laborers, the
Yeah.
day laborers?
You go to Home Depot, Lowe's. There's usually a main guy that's like, hey man, like I need 2 guys to
Oh, I
redo
didn't
my
know that.
to redo my bathroom floor. Like, who do you recommend? And they'll pick 2. You take them with you.
See, that's the crazy thing is like I've been to Home Depot and I
I don't know if it's common out here.
I don't ever see that. I don't
Yeah.
like everywhere else that we lived, it would be like you would go into Home Depot and there would be a section
Yeah.
of like 50 to 60 guys waiting. And like a bunch of them will come up to you and be like, "What do you need? What
Yeah,
do
if
you
you
need?
got a
What do you
truck,
need?
like
What do
they're
you
on.
need?"
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a truck, they're already like getting into the truck, that kind of thing. And like during 2008, when the recession hit like really hard in Vegas, it especially hit hard. Like it was like hundreds of people outside of Home Depot,
Yeah.
like contractors that lost their jobs and all this stuff were just like waiting. And but I never see that here.
I think it's because it's early. You have to get them at like 4
You have
or
to get
5
them
in the
early.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
yeah.
also, I don't know if it's common out here.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
there's so many places they can go that I don't know if they need to do that. Like in Vegas, like that's what you do. You rebuild.
you got day laborers.
Yeah.
That's like for everything.
In Vegas,
you know?
you need to build stuff because everything was being built in Vegas.
Yeah.
There was no like other jobs that laborers are commonly doing. Like
Yeah.
there's no like vegetables or fruits or anything like
Right.
that. So it's like
Yeah.
that's what you did.
I know.
Yeah.
And so I think and there's also a part of me that's like I want to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Because like that's the only way I'm ever going to feel comfortable doing anything in my house is I have to build a little bit more confidence.
Yeah.
Like you know.
You got to screw it up before you get.
I know, and that's the thing is like I really don't want to screw it up.
Yeah, and it's just like it is time consuming, and it would be nice to do it, but at the same time, I'd rather just pay someone to do it right and have it look good, you know.
Yeah, Catherine says sent you a picture of what you need for your toilet paper stall. Okay.
Our cat Dusty thought I was coming to turn the water on for him.
Oh, like okay, so she's talking about this.
What the hell's that? Oh yeah.
The problem is there's really not a lot of space for that.
Yeah, and I would prefer the thing on top of it because then we could put towels there too. Like I need to get the towels out from under the sink.
Right,
so.
like I was saying, like we have to in this bathroom. There's the shower, the toilet, and then the wall. Like there's not a lot of room in between.
Yeah.
Not that it's super claustrophobic or anything, but there's not room for doodads and stuff. So I can't go out. I have to go up. So I need to get like a back of the tank shelves. Because we have high ceilings.
Yeah.
So I can build shelves and we could put them there.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't because I wanted to make that an accent wall in the back. And so I've always like been not doing it because I'm like, well, I'm going to paint over that one day. Like, why would I do that?
That's why you get something that's like a piece of furniture, put it there, and then when you want to paint, pull it out and paint it.
Yeah, I know.
We're excited too and wanting to start our remodel. Our kitchen and bathrooms definitely needs to be updated.
Oh, good.
Living in a torn apartment home is not easy or cheap. Always add 20% on top of what you think it'll cost. In today's market, 45%. Bunch of crooks.
Yeah.
Yes. They're like baby wipes. Why not just get baby wipes? I'm in my 60s and our first nice buy is our new dining room set. Pretty much everything we own is some type of hand-me-downs. There you go. So.
Well, then, everything we have is from a consignment store.
Yeah.
Everything we have.
That we got for free.
Yeah, that we did an endorsement for a consignment store, and they gave us like $2,000.
All our furniture
to
free,
spend, and it's like everything we bought.
Yeah, our bed was free, kind of.
The bed frame, yes.
Yeah.
The mattress wasn't.
The new mattress wasn't. That's the first like official furniture.
The rocking chair that we have, we did pay for. Yeah. All of Lily's things we've paid for.
Yeah, because we had except the bed and that was gifted. So, right?
Oh.
Didn't your mom buy the crib?
Yeah, well, she doesn't have a crib anymore.
Well, yeah, I know, but she bought the dressers and stuff too, right?
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't buy furniture around here. I bought this desk.
That's true.
Should have bought a better one. This is a cheap one, but it's holding everything together well. But the upgrade's coming. It's great. What?
Nothing. I'm just I keep seeing this one particular story and it's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. So there's a movie being done about Leonard Bernstein, who is like a very famous composer and has written a lot of like great music and stuff like that. It's called Maestro is the movie, and it stars Bradley Cooper. And Leonard Cohen, I keep saying Leonard Cohen. Leonard Bernstein is known for being a Jewish man with a large nose.
The prosthetic thing.
And so Bradley Cooper's wearing a prosthetic nose, and people are saying like it's an insult because that's a stereotype. And so his family has come out of Leonard Bernstein and was like, we hate like misrepresentation in media. Like we hate when things are done like for gratuitous sakes. On the flip side, our great grandfather or whatever had a large nose. And so I don't know how you could like not showcase that.
Yeah, you can't be like Bradley Cooper if and pretend you're this guy.
Like he was kind of known for how it's like obviously like giving Jimmy Durante like a button nose. Like you just look at certain people and you're like, that's a defining feature. But now there's a group of people that are outraged because Bradley Cooper isn't Jewish. And so they're saying like that you
should have casted a Jewish.
You should have cast you should have cast a Jewish character and done prosthetics as opposed to like someone that's not that and then put the prosthetic on them to make them look like. So it's interesting. I don't.
Yeah, it always comes down to that. Like it's weird now. And yeah, I don't know how I officially feel about it, but yeah, like it's supposed to be acting. You know what I mean? But I guess in this case, it's representing someone else. Like like it's like a life story. So it's tough. You should at least get the what's not race.
The religion or the culture.
It's the cult. You should get it's a kind of people, right? It's a type of people. Jewish people aren't necessarily.
It's an ethnicity.
Ethnicity, yeah. The proper ethnicity for the part. But at the same, like, like I don't know.
It's tough because it's like I haven't seen the movie. Haven't read the script or anything like that. But it's like, does it focus on his Jewishness?
Yeah,
Like
but if he's I would imagine that the Jewishness comes up a lot.
it's
Like,
possible. I just look at it as like, you know, to cast a young white girl from Alabama as Moana is different than like this scenario.
is it though?
I don't know, but like the whole story is about her islandness, her Polynesianness. Like
Yeah.
it's
Well, it's
about
about
the
her living in
culture.
Hawaii. Yeah, but
Right, like it's about the culture. The whole movie is built about the culture.
but then hiring the people around them, like that don't have like a speaking part, should be all Polynesian as well, right?
Well, you would, ideally you'd like that. So, Takiki Watikiki, what?
Yeah, Taiki Waititi.
Yeah, so he's a famous director, and he is New Zealand, and he had a thought on this, and he was very much like, I don't want to see, uh, like a black person as the friend in a white person movie. Like to me, that doesn't make sense. Where diversity matters is like behind the camera. Like get more diverse directors that are telling diverse stories. Like that's what's more important than just throwing.
Well, this is technically it's about Jewish people.
Well,
or it's
I
about
don't
a Jewish
know if
guy.
it is. Like it is, but like it is a slippery slope. But
they should be represented by the people that they're representing. However, it is acting. But then you say that and you think of Marlon Brando and you go, well,
yeah,
like where's the line?
Right.
Like you have to pick a side.
It's tough. Yeah, it's very frustrating. But like, if they were to redo Rocky, do you have to find an Italian American?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
his nickname's the Italian Stallion.
But he was but like that was a central theme of the movie.
Yeah.
And it kind of was a part of his heritage and culture. Or like, could you make a movie that didn't focus on that? You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
tough because Rocky was like New York, so Italian's a big part of I think his.
Would you hire
identity.
a British actor to play Rocky?
Yeah, see,
because we do that all the time.
I know. That's
so.
Tough.
Yeah,
I guess
think it's
as an American, it's easier. I don't know.
I used to say, if you're not that race, if you're not that culture, I don't want to see you play that movie. I used to be really like black and white about it. But now I'm kind of like, you know what? Like, unless the story to me is about the culture, is about it, like, you know.
Unless it's like black and white, like, because like if it's about, because being a black person is different than being a white person, no matter what story you're in. So you can't cast a white guy as a black character. You can't cast a black guy as a white guy because it's just a different.
It has to be. Well, I would disagree with you
Unless
little bit
like
on
Captain
that.
America, like
like I would disagree with you a little bit on that. Like, are we talking about roots? Then no.
Well, no.
You know what I mean?
Even then,
but
if you're talking about a person's life growing up in New York, like it's going to be a different story depending on the race of the character. It's true because there's going to be.
Yeah, to not acknowledge racism or something.
Yeah,
oppression.
Like you can't put like a
right. I get what you're saying.
Main character like growing up in Orange County facing all the white people problems, like and not mention that he's black in a white neighborhood.
I understand that. It's just what the director that I was saying earlier. That's what I think it really matters. It's like if you're telling that story. Like we need more diverse storytelling.
That's true, yeah.
And we need more people that like are diverse showrunners or directors or producers or whatever, because then it becomes a story about that.
Yeah, that fits the characters correctly. Yeah.
So
certain actors are the only person for certain parts, i.e. Tom Hanks only for Forrest Gump, Mr. Rogers. The Tom Hanks thing comes for Forrest Gump. Like, could that movie be made now?
Yeah. Well, I always think about What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah. Could that movie be made?
Could that movie be made now?
Yeah.
With Leonardo DiCaprio not having an intellectual disability.
Yeah.
Playing a part of somebody that was, had a severe one.
Yeah. Does
it feel right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Although I thought, because I didn't know who Leonardo DiCaprio was. When I watched the movie, I thought he was.
Well, that's why he got all those accolades
he was
for it. Yeah.
Fantastic in that movie. And like I bought it hook, line, and sinker. I was like, oh my gosh. Like how challenging.
Yeah, he wasn't nobody then, right?
Yeah, like he was a young kid. And so like I didn't know who he was. I'm sure other people did. But I mean like Tom Hanks knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
like known for being a great actor because of that movie. Same with Leonardo DiCaprio. So
I guess if you can do it, because that character wasn't based on anything. It was a character that was made up. So it wasn't based on anyone. They didn't tell him. They didn't say specifically what his disability was. Like
Who,
in
Tom
fact,
Hanks or
yeah,
the
for
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump was just stupid. Like that was
Well, we don't. Yeah, I
his
mean,
IQ was low. Like
yeah, I mean,
so
we
that
don't know
doesn't
that.
mean he wasn't playing any sort of disease or any sort of like mental
Yes, but there's
problem.
you know, but there's certain characteristics of somebody that has a low IQ that he
Yeah.
has to play.
But he took that because he adopted that from a voice of a kid that he met. Like that was
Yeah.
just a speech thing that a kid had. So it's like if you think about that specifically, like he wasn't really impersonating anyone with a certain like it wasn't like I
A
was
real
impersonating
person.
someone with Down syndrome or I was impersonating someone with like hepatitis B. Like I wasn't
Hepatitis B.
impersonating
I Am
anybody
Sam.
in particular.
Yeah.
I was just playing a low IQ individual that grew up in the South. Who talked like this kid that I
Well,
met.
then how do you feel about the Leonardo DiCaprio thing? Because
That's different.
I think he played someone
He
that
played
had
yeah, if he had a specific
disorder.
disease and disorder, then that's different, I think, than the Tom Hanks thing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I've never thought about the Tom Hanks. Yeah, I guess he didn't have any. They didn't say he had anything. Wasn't like he was like Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, the movie I Am
stupid.
Sam. Yeah, I don't know, Olivia. Like,
I haven't seen why.
I know I Am Sam, but I don't know enough about it to talk about it because I know that it was the Sean Penn character that was portraying somebody, but I don't know what he was portraying.
Well, there's also
I Am Sam.
There's
what was his like?
There's what's his name?
It says mentally handicapped,
Dustin
which
Hoffman,
by the way
too.
we don't say anymore.
Yeah, with Dustin Hoffman too for
Rain Man.
Rain Man.
Yeah,
that was a specific. That was autistic.
But see,
right?
that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
does that feel good? Like, could they make Rain Man now?
Yeah, but can you find an autistic actor that can play autistic?
100%.
Well, like
it's so.
But wouldn't he just be being himself? Like, if are you playing?
No, but I think
you find a mildly autistic person to play a severely autistic person.
Of course, like you find somebody verbal, obviously. That's
what I'm saying.
able to do the part.
As long as they have a little bit of autism, it's okay.
Well, so there's no such thing as a little bit of.
I know
autism.
that's what I'm saying. Like some words to find.
but like you either have it or you don't. But I think that they would bring a really unique perspective to it.
It's true. Yeah.
I think that because of that we're able to diagnose so easy now. Like there's a lot of people are being diagnosed even later in life as autistic.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, like finally some validation of maybe the feelings that they were having. It would be interesting to see an autistic actor go like, hey, this is how this actually is, or like to see it on the screen, you'd be like, oh my gosh, is this their struggle? Like now I kind of get it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah we're talking about Rain Man.
Would it be, in this case, for Rain Man, let's say, Dustin Hoffman still doing the part, but he has 3 consultants with autism to guide him along the way of properly portraying autistic
That's
people.
Different. Those are called, what is it called? Sensitivity directors.
Yeah, so would that be allowed?
I don't know. I think I would allow that.
I think that'd be okay.
Colleen, you're making a jump shot that I can't follow you on. So if a movie has a character with cancer, should only actors with cancer be cast? No, because you can't feel cancer, because you don't live you can live an experience of cancer, of like being scared and having to go through treatment and things like that. But things like autism or stuff, that's something that is like deep within you. That's hard to express. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. I think that's different. I think I think it's different. Like you can play somebody that has COVID if you've never had COVID before.
Yeah.
You just need to know the symptoms. You know what I mean? But with like
but
something that's a lived experience, I think it's different.
Yeah.
Just like how I wouldn't want a man to play a woman.
Yeah.
When
it's a woman to play a man.
Right. Like unless it's like a gender bending story where it's kind of, it doesn't matter. But it's the same thing. Like I don't want to see a Rosie Riveter with a guy. They're like, oh, we're gonna make it, what I mean?
Robbie Riveter.
Yeah, it's like, well, you don't know. It's a lived experience.
The reason it's because she's a woman.
It's the reason it's
impressive. Yeah.
Right.
Spectrum extreme.
Yeah, like ADD, ADHD. Yes, sure. But yeah, like it's a lived experience. It's something that somebody lives with every single day that makes them feel different.
It's not curable. Like, it's not, it's just a...
Yeah. You still feel like you when you have cancer. You know,
Except if you have cancer.
and if you have autism, obviously you still feel like you, but there's a possible, at least
That's who you are.
at least a lot of adults that are like now
Yeah.
being finally diagnosed, they're having some like, oh my God, I just felt so different. And like I reacted so different to things. And like it's nice to now know that like I fall under this particular thing or not or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. I could be talking
It is
out
a
of my
slippery
ass,
slope.
but
But yeah, like
it is
so
slippery.
it's there's no I don't think we're gonna get to an answer, but like it's a case by case problem, I'm sure. One of the problems with movies, TV shows portraying autism is the show 0.001% of autistic people, and now every time I tell someone I have autistic children, they expect them to be like Rain Man or the show
The Good Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not anyone's experience.
exactly. Yeah,
Anybody. Like come
they
on.
use it as the excuse for explaining away certain abilities. Like, oh, he's really good at math. He's autistic. He's autistic, so he's really good at math. He can
Well,
get
and
the
it's
numbers
like
right. Like,
some people mystify it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, like, does he know how to count cards? It's
Exactly,
like, oh my
yeah.
God, no.
With like
Like, stop
0.001%.
it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's the same thing with like, you see people that like are schizophrenic on television and
Yeah.
stuff. It's always like talking to 9 different people and hallucinating that they're on a different planet and jumping off of buildings thinking they could fly. It's like, no, that's bath salts. Like, so many people are schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And take medicine and live very normal lives that don't ever envision that Satan is talking to them.
Yeah.
You know, they do hear things and they can see things occasionally, but that's what antipsychotic medicine is for.
Yeah.
And it's like to portray them as like crazy.
Yeah.
And it sounds scary, right? Like everything you've heard from about schizophrenia, you're like, oh my God, that's like really
the
serious.
extreme cases are extreme.
It's
crazy.
not, you know, like so many people have it and so many people go through it. And yeah, it's just.
And a lot of time it's not even schizophrenia, it's misdiagnosed.
Yeah, a lot of times. So, yeah, it's just interesting. Like, I mean, it's Hollywood, you know? And, like, would we want to see movies about just, like, regular people, like, doing their job? Like, yeah, law enforcement don't solve crimes in hours either. Television programming, fun fact, it's not real, it's acting.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's I think it's case by case. Like, it depends on how
theater.
respectfully it's done. And,
yeah, so, like, I'm not mad at this whole Leonard Bernstein thing.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of go, well, you know.
it's not about Leonard Bernstein in Auschwitz.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously he wasn't in the Holocaust, but like, but it's like, is it focused on his reality as a Jewish man?
Yeah. If it's
or
just
is it
his
about
life.
him being maestro and
Yeah.
and creating all these songs that became really famous? Like,
yeah, if it's about his like plight as a Jewish person,
right?
Then yeah, you should probably get.
Then yeah, I would agree with that.
People have tried to label LB autistic. He has Asperger's. There's a difference.
Oh yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, and like we're, you know, sadly, you know, we're all still learning more about things.
Yeah.
You know, that's the good and bad thing about science is that like we're still learning and refining what we know, and people get misdiagnosed all the time, and so it's about finding a provider that you trust and getting second opinions, and like this stupid thing that I read off of BuzzFeed yesterday.
Yeah.
So real quick,
yeah, real quick, we gotta go.
Oh, we got to do 9.
Yeah, we still got to do 9.
Oh, okay. But anyways, real quick, I read an article yesterday about like 20 different stories, personal accounts of ER doctors of when they like botched the surgery. Bye, Jess. Have a great lunch. And I read one that was like, I was a spinal surgeon. I operated on a 16-year-old girl. I was suturing her up or whatever, hit a nerve sac. All of her nerves came tumbling out. And I gave myself 5 seconds to panic. And then I pushed everything back in and sewed her up, and she turned out to be fine. And I was like, oh my God, fabulous. Like, what crazy story, right? I go down to the comments and I click on them. I don't know why, but I did. And every comment is like, hey, that story about the spinal surgeon is the flashback of Jack from Lost, the television show. And I went, what? And like, sure enough, I looked it up and I'm like, oh my God, somebody submitted a ER doctor story and this person published it and it's verbatim the script from Lost. And it's like, oh my God, like nobody's doing research to check that these were actual real stories.
Yeah, but
so I'm getting terrified about all these horrible things. And I'm just like, oh my God, like none of this is real.
None of it could be real, yeah.
These aren't even from doctors. It's probably some like 30-year-old like person that was like, oh, I'll submit as an ER doctor.
If this happened, yeah.
No fact checking. Fantastic.
All right. That was your trash talk, by the way.
Yeah, that was. All right.
Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.